Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing an asymmetrical bob, aka the side bob with a leave out. It's a quick weave. So I'm going in and I sewed the cap all the way around just to give it longevity. I'm going to put the wonder wrap around the whole stocking cap. This is all optional. Now I go in, she had 2 packs of hair. We had a 10 and a 12. The 10 would be in the back and the 12 would be in the front. So I'm going to glue those tracks all the way around the back until I get up into the middle of her head. Then I'll start with the 12-inch. You will see me use Gots to Be in between every few tracks. It just give it more of a hold and a longer lasting hold. So I'm just going to go in and I'm going to complete this process and I'll let you guys watch. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to put a divider line across the front where I don't want the back and the front tracks to meet. As I said, everything is optional. It's just a smart way to do things. You can do it however you want to do it. But if someone does not have a lot of hair, they're not using like a lot of packs of hair, do what is convenient and what is smart for you. But anyways, now I'm just going to go in. As I said before, I'm just going to complete all that. I'll let you guys watch. I'll move on to the front, and that's where I'll be using the 12-inch. And I'll put the 12-inch all the way up until we get to the leave out. As you are putting those 12-inch tracks in the front, put just a small curve on the tracks. I'd say like more diagonal of a part back, and you keep that same pattern going all the way up until you get to the top where it's connecting from the tracks that stop to the tracks in the front. Once you have completed those steps, you will go in. Now the quick weave is all the way in. We got it how we want it to be. She being silly. Anyways, then we'll go in with the razor, or you can use a clipper. It just gives it more of a flowier look than just super blunt. It's going to be a blunt cut, but it'll have a lot of more movement. If you just use scissors and you don't use a razor or clippers or something just to shave that hair down a little bit to give it the movement, it won't move. It will be exactly blunt. So that's what you see me doing, just going on top of the hair and coming down a little bit, shaving some of that hair down. This razor you can get at your local beauty supply stores, just one of those twinkle razors. I like them. They work good. And I'll just keep around this same method all the way to the front. You want to make sure you don't go too far down, well, up, because you don't want to, one, cut into the hair. You also don't want to cut it too short as it's going into the diagonal part. If I go too short with this razor around the front, I will have to take some inches off the front, and that's not the goal. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to complete all of that, and then I'll go in with scissors and clean everything up and get it cut to the length that I want. Another tip, when you are cutting with the razor, you already have mapped out where you want the hair to stop at or start. Make sure to go under that when you're doing a razor so that you don't overly cut. Now I'm going in with the scissors and I'm just going to give it that blunt cut all the way around her head. Now that we've got it cut all the way around, we're just gonna go in there and clean everything up. You always wanna have your client position their head straight up when you're cutting. And then when you're going in to clean up, you lean their head tilted just a little bit to the front so that any hair underneath you can clean up. And you wanna do that on every side. If it's on the left, bend them to the right, down to the middle, and on the other, on your right side, go left. And look under there and clean any other hair up under there, because it will matter. It may not look like it matter, but when you go to move your head or do a shake, you will see that it is not cut right. Now I'm going in with this olive oil. It's a heat protectant and a hair serum, so it works real well. I'm going to put that on her leave out and the weave. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to flat iron everything. You always want to section the hair out. I took the other side and I put it in a duck clip, and then I'll do the same on this side. And I'm just gonna go in after sectioning, and I'm gonna take my flat iron, and I'm just going to flat iron her whole head through. You do not want to bump this hard. You can put just a small tilt in your flat iron, but not a strong one. You see what I'm doing? I'm not even bending that flat iron barely, because I don't want it to be so blunt and so tight that it doesn't move. Now I'm gonna go in on top of her leave out, and I'm gonna put some of the Pretty and Sleek Wax Stick brand. That's my brand, y'all. And we're gonna put that all over the leave out. You don't want to use a lot. A little goes a long way, but it will push all those hairs that won't lay down into the weave, so that it gives you a good blend. I'm going over hers with the pressing comb. I usually don't do that step, but in this case I did, because her hair was kind of tough. So I'm just going in, and I wanted it to blend very, very well. So I go in, I use the pressing comb, and I go over it, and you'll see me with the small flat iron trying to get those small pieces in so that it blends. You go in and you spray with your Gots to Be all the way around, just so that it lay down any flyaways, and it just gives you a better sleek look and hold. And it presses the hair into the track hair and give it just a real good blend. So that's what we're going for. Now I'm going in, I'm gonna do her baby hairs. This is like literally the last step. And I just went in with a little bit of the Gots to Be and the edge comb, and I'm just gonna swirl those edges up. Use a blow dryer just to give it that little dryness, and then you'll go and you'll do the other baby hair the exact same way. At the end, you didn't see this on camera, but I wound up using just a little bit of edge control to tame her edges, because her hair was very dry due to her dyeing her hair like the night or the day before. So anyways, the edge control is just gonna give it more of a laid down, sleek look. I didn't want anything out of place. And that's the end of this video. What's the end of me talking? I thank you guys, and I appreciate everybody for watching. Subscribe, like, and tune in for more videos. Thank you.